welcome to another episode of The Dispatch. I'm Ashton Rucker with the KDHE Office of Communications, and I'm here today with Bob Medina, who is the coordinator for the illegal dumping program in the Bureau of Waste Management. And we are both here today for the 2014 Works Conference. Everyone has broken for lunch, so we have the room to ourselves, but we've got the opportunity to talk. So, Bob, tell me a little bit about what you do.
Okay, I'm the coordinator for the Bureau of Waste Management on cleaning up illegal dump sites throughout the state. I work with cities, counties, and townships developing a plan to dispose of illegal dump sites wherever they may be.
So as I said, we're here at the 2014 Works Conference. Could you explain to me how the illegal dumping program relates to the larger themes of waste management and recycling efforts going on in the state?
Gladly. What we do when we clean up illegal dump sites, as far as the recycling part of it, there are a lot of solid waste that we can actually recycle.
Sure.
Whether it be wood, brush, waste metal, railroad ties. Those are a big issue too with some of the old abandonments that happened like 30, 40 years ago. There's a lot of farmers throughout the state, landowners that have probably anywhere from 1,000 to 50,000 waste ties on their property that they were at one time told that they were worth something. So what we've been able to do is work with the former railroad company and work on recycling them. Instead of going to the landfills now, which that's our last alternative, but that's still an option, we've been able to work out where that they can recycle these and actually grind them up and take them to a cogeneration plant. And we've been working with all of the railroads now throughout the state, and that's our goal, is to get them to do the recycling on every one.
So you talked a little bit about situations where we know that a dump needs to be cleaned up or isn't necessarily in accordance with the law. But if I'm just a private citizen driving down the road and I see what looks like maybe an abandoned site or an illegal dump where we don't know who's doing it, how do I get involved? How do I make sure that's being cleaned up?
Well, on our website we have a form that's called a notification form, and anybody can get online, download it, and fill that out, and they can mail it to us. If they want to remain anonymous, which a lot of people do, they can fill out, the most important part of it is to fill out the bottom part of the form, and they can either fax it to us or they can mail it to us. My phone number, in case they have some questions, is 785-296-6617. And if they have any pictures that they can take and include that with the form, I know enough about these sites, and I've looked them over too. I can identify whether or not this site would qualify
Sure.
for our program, and then my next step then is to contact the local government, and then we'll go from there as far as trying to get it cleaned up.
Great. So one final question for you, and it's always been a point of curiosity for myself. Is there a best practice for cleaning up these illegal dump sites? Is there a specific way you go about it?
Well, the best way that we go about it is that most of the time we're notified by the local governments.
Sure.
And then from there, once we qualify the site, we will go over a work plan with them on what parts of it would be recycled, what parts of it would go to the landfill, and that's basically how we'll go about disposing of everything at an illegal dump site.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you all for watching, and we will see you on another episode of The Dispatch.